It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know this is a very full circle type of moment. A lot of y'all probably are not aware of my channel, or were not aware that I jumped off my content creation off of the Desus and Mero split. All right, this was about a year and some change ago, almost 2 years at this point. I was just sitting around. My lady, she's got a very sizable YouTube channel, big following, lots of engagement, and she was like, yo, you need to start creating content on YouTube. This is a way to get you to a bag. This is something where you can voice your opinion. You're a very intelligent person. You could be sharing a lot more than you do on this channel, and again, it's a way you can make some more money, right? So I made a video talking about the Desus and Mero split up. I literally did a voiceover with just a goddamn static photo, and I think that video got close to 50,000 views overnight, right? So that was like the thing that jumped off this channel. Not so much jumped it off in terms of it was my first video, because it wasn't. I'm an artist. I was putting out music prior to that, putting out music videos. But of course, as an artist putting out music videos, who has the budget to just consistently drop those all the time? So the channel was literally just kind of sitting static, not growing, not doing anything outside of people that were finding my music. Now we have Desus Nice, who's guest hosting on The Daily Show on Comedy Central. He's there until Friday. And tonight, he actually reacted to the news of DJ Envy's real estate alleged fraud, the scandal with him and Cesar, Pina, and all of that type of stuff going on. Now, it's very serendipitous because not only did I launch my channel off of talking about Desus and Mero, but they also had a very viral moment with DJ Envy in which he was sitting in the studio looking like a motherfucking brat that just got put on timeout when they walked in the studio because they made some jokes about him and his wife. We've all seen it. It went super viral, right? But now that DJ Envy's under the gun, we have Desus reacting to it because a lot of people wanted to see what they were going to say. And now we at least have one half of the duo to look at in this time. So let's go ahead and hear what Desus had to say. Unfortunately, I cannot run the video. I would love to play it, but this is a copyright world. Comedy Central will easily come flag the video, demonetize it, and I'm not going to be too thrilled about that. So we got to work with audio.
It's time for some financial news. The Daily Show is a serious show. I know some people expect me to come on here and do my thing where I just roast people that I have beef with, but this is a serious show. This is a serious chair, serious desk, and now I'm going to give you some important financial news. So important, I have to put on my spectacles. I report on the serious financial news.
Popular radio host DJ Envy now distancing himself from an alleged multi-million-dollar fraud scheme.
Not DJ Envious. That was never on my radar. Go on.
Federal agents arresting his longtime friend and one-time business partner Cesar Pina on charges of wire fraud, accusing him of a Ponzi-like real estate scheme that allegedly defrauded investors out of millions. Pina often appeared on The Breakfast Club, a top 20 iHeartRadio show with millions of listeners and YouTube subscribers to promote real estate investment. He also held seminars and created YouTube videos with DJ Envy. DJ Envy has not been charged in connection with the case, but many of the alleged victims say they were influenced by his celebrity status.
Wow, DJ Envy is in trouble for real estate fraud. What a serious story. It's definitely not funny. There's certainly nothing personal that makes it funny to me. It's not like Rashawn accosted me on the radio for making a little joke about him and his wife, which I only thought we were friends. It's not like he called me dickhead and then got so mad he locked himself in the studio for the rest of the show and then told the building security I was a threat. But even if that happened, that's all in the past. I'm just reading the news. Listen. And apparently the news is DJ Envy might go to jail for an alleged Ponzi scheme flipping houses in New Jersey. That's not hilarious. It's tragic because he's just a DJ. I mean, there's no way he could have known he might have been involved in a Ponzi scheme, right?
When I first got into real estate, I called 3 people. I called Clue, I called Fabulous, I called Joe Budden. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scheme and I was gonna go to jail.
That clip is not funny. We are not laughing at this. We're also not asking who's the dickhead now. I'm being serious. Look at these spectacles. This could have happened to anybody. Whenever I'm doing financial transactions, I also get advice from Joe Budden, Fabulous, and DJ Clue. Everybody knows those are the Lehman Brothers of hip-hop. And look, I don't want Envy to go to prison. I mean, imagine getting locked up for one of the corniest crimes in hip-hop history. This is a Property Brothers ass crime. Forget the Bloods, he's gonna have to join the House Hunters. But again, I'm just doing the news, and the news is that DJ Envy is a DJ, a man who turns tables, and now the tables have turned.
All right, so there you have it. The chickens have come home to roost. Full circle moment. Desus Nice on Comedy Central, The Daily Show, reacting to DJ Envy. Now, I gotta be honest with y'all, man. I'm not a huge fan of this rebrand Desus Nice is going through right now. Of course, I wasn't able to show the actual visuals, but he's on TV with a kind of tight denim jacket and a turtleneck, right? Doing this palatable whitewashed voice, version of himself in order to appeal to mainstream media. I'm not mad at you appealing to mainstream media, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at you trying to go get you a bag and trying to expand and reach higher horizons, broader horizons. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, everybody in the space wants to do that, to go from making jokes on Twitter, to go to content creation, to go to Showtime and have a long-running show, a podcast. Everything's working. But we know you for doing uncut, raw comedy, taking your wit, your intelligence, and blending it with your natural self, right? Now it seems like you're reading it off of a teleprompter, being told what to say. And unfortunately, it does not come across well visually, right? It's almost like some undercover brother shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey, get your money, my brother. Get your money, black man. I'm gonna give y'all what I honestly got when I watched that clip. Gotta be real. Desus does have an interview with Uproxx that I want to go over a few key points with. There's not a lot of information about what Desus or Mero are doing nowadays. They haven't been out in the public eye all that much. I think Mero was doing some coverage with the Yankees and stuff like that and going into the baseball arena. That's cool. Desus, we didn't know so much about. He was very mum. He didn't even speak out about the split between these guys. That's cool. But when I saw the article, I was like, they did cover a couple of key points that I really think should be talked about. When asked about guest hosting on The Daily Show, they wanted to know if he was going to approach it as The Daily Show with Desus Nice, or was this going to be Desus Nice's version of The Daily Show? Here's what he had to say. He says, as far as hosting, this is just huge. This is a show I grew up watching. This is a show that is so diverse and so many different people watch it. There's one point in time when this was how people got their news. People only watching The Daily Show. You can't go on there and not do your homework. You can't go in there and not know information or not know what's going on in the geopolitical world. At the same time, you're going up there. This is not something that they offer to just subpar people. You look at the list of people who are hosting. It's Leslie Jones, Sarah Silverman. These are established people. So I'm just like, yo, I have to do this. I have to do my thing here. But at the same time, it's like the people who picked me for this was like, no, you're built for this and we can't wait to see you on this. Going even further, he says it's super exciting, and it's just also I haven't been on TV in so long that I miss it. I'm just so hungry to get back in the studio and get back in front of the camera and just even filming, man, on the street stuff. Just being in the studio, doing hair and makeup, talking to the writers, doing scripts. I miss that so much, and that used to make me so happy during my old shows. I'm just so happy to be back doing it, especially on The Daily Show. He even goes on to say what they're doing is more scripted, which is what I'm saying here. I don't really like him reading the script off the teleprompter. It takes a lot of his character, takes a lot of his off-top genius away, but I'm going to let the interview speak, okay? He says, I'm more off the cuff, just kind of freestyling off the top of the head, but sometimes you need actual numbers. You need a little more direction because you've seen some of the last shows I've done. They just be going everywhere. With The Daily Show, it's like, no, you have points to make. You have topics to discuss, but I think shout out to the writers. Working with them, they get me and I get them. We're kind of weaving a narrative that works on both levels, so hopefully I can add my little je ne sais quoi to The Daily Show. So in the interview, they were able to address my concerns from seeing it because I just didn't really enjoy the mannerisms, you know what I'm saying? The body language, it was just coming across very contrived. It felt like he was trying to appease somebody, trying to prove that he's going to do a good job instead of walking in and just acing the test, doing it naturally. That's what all of the great comedians do. They go in, they bring themselves, they know how to tone themselves down, but you still have to walk that ledge. You have to be towards the edge. You don't want to back up too far to where the people that really love you, your base, the people that support you, the people that built you up to this point, you want them to tune in. You don't want them to say, damn, who is this guy? I don't recognize him no more. And unfortunately, in the clips that I've seen, That's how it comes across. Now, of course, he's going to be there all week. He has time to get more comfortable on this set, in this role. Of course, he talked about having to be knowledgeable about the geopolitical world, having some sort of take on politics, knowing what's going on in civics. All of that is important, and I understand that. And of course, in order to get where he wants to go in life, he probably has to make some concessions on who do I want to be? Do I want to be the raw guy from the Bronx, or can I take the raw guy from the Bronx and become something bigger? I can never be mad at anybody elevating or reaching for higher limits. But again, for those that came along the ride, that know who Desus Nice is, who know who Mero is, who came up watching their show, came up watching the podcast, came from seeing these guys on Twitter, I think we all had different expectations. And of course, he can't walk in everybody's expectations. I'm just voicing my opinion and how it came across to me. In terms of the whole DJ Envy and Cesar Pina thing, I may do a separate video for that tomorrow. Cesar has come out and he's basically taunting the people. You know what I'm saying? He's going directly at Tony the Closer, who's been covering this story very closely from the beginning. He's the one that's been talking to a lot of the victims that have lost money, right? He's also addressed the fact that DJ Envy kind of flipped on him and said that he's a victim in this situation, that he lost $500,000. He said, that's crazy. He was only my business partner. There's no way that he's out of 500,000 or that he's any kind of victim. Again, I'm not going into all that right now, but if y'all want that follow-up video, I can do that tomorrow, all right? Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. All the Bodega Boys fans out there, much love and respect. I'll see y'all later. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Much love and respect. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. New day, let's get it. Big chain, let's get it. More fame, let's get it. No shame, let's get it. I got 'em, get checked, no problem. Motivate like Wallow, chick gon' follow. On the chase.